this meeting to order. It is Wednesday, May 21st, 2025. It's 10 a.m. and we're here for an ambulance service district update. And I will turn it over to Timmy Hunter.
Not a lot to update on. The meeting this last week was pretty much just mostly talked about needing to get together and work on the budget so that we can bring that forward. Chief Diedrich is working on looking into financing for some of the ambulances that are on order at this point, to bring that to you guys too, to see if that's an option to look at. Chief's report looks pretty minimal as well. Nothing major going on. Just 146 calls, with 17 of them needing the 3rd and 4th out ambulances.
Oh, wow.
So
starting to get busy.
It is, yeah, and it really has been. They've used that 3rd and 4th out quite a bit. So it's been pretty busy for sure, and it's definitely going to get busier as the sun starts shining, for sure. We've got a good staff of paramedics. I know we talked about that last time, where we've got quite a few people that have gone for the paramedic classes, and so that's looking good. 3 members also attended a 3-day active shooter hostile event response train and trainer course to be better prepared to adjust and handle a mass casualty or active shooter event. The skills from the train and trainer class gave us the tools to better host countywide training. I am pleased to report that the Shoshone appears to be way ahead of the other northern counties in terms of 4 pillars needed: training, relationships, equipment, and planning. So they really put a lot of effort towards training and stuff. The chiefs, they're very diligent about that kind of stuff. So things are going pretty well, I think.
Okay, how are we tracking on the budget wise? Pretty good.
It's still a little touch and go. We're trying to be careful. When we got into the budget, originally it was kind of chaotic and thrown in there, and then when Peggy was here, it was also pretty chaotic. So I feel like a lot of the grant money just wasn't separated as grant money very well. So the budget kind of got, they thought they could spend more than they could, kind of thing. But we've been watching it drawn back as much as possible, and that's one of the reasons we want to try to maybe look into the financing some ambulances, because they really need them, obviously.
Exactly. And
some of those are getting pretty old, but
And I think one of the important things is that you brought up earlier, and you kind of let the board know that there's certain times a year that we get revenue, and to be able to understand that is really important. And I think that's even with the county. Right now we're fine with money because we do have some grant funds on hand, so we really haven't got used to pension pennies like they used to. Saying, and that's kind of why, when we come in and we have, vehicles that are budgeted and things like that, that's why they still have to come to us and ask us when they're going to purchase those vehicles. Because if everybody purchases the vehicles after October 1st, when we don't have all that money, we're in trouble. So, I mean, it's just a moving target, and it's really important. I appreciate you helping that.
I think tentatively we're going to do a budget, kind of an in-house thing with the board, I think on the 28th, so next Wednesday, to talk about stuff, and then so that we can bring that to you guys and let you know where we feel that we're at. But
and weigh all the options.
And then we'll let you know for sure when that's going to be, in case anybody wants to come and listen and whatever. But at the moment, it's next Wednesday at 1 o'clock. So.
And it's at the fire station?
Yeah, Osborne.
Okay. Yeah, I know they're doing a great job. I can see it. We've got paramedics where we didn't have it, so really the citizens are being, taken care of very well.
Better served.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the board's done a wonderful job as well. So it's just planning and
Yeah,
making it
Yeah.
through the hard times, you know.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
The grants, you know, that's the biggest thing is where our grants have been,
hmm
everybody's kind of feeling that pinch.
yeah. Chief Dietrich's really good about jumping in on any grant that he can possibly get into. He's got, I
Yes.
think he's supposed to find out about one
In
in
June.
June, I think,
Yeah.
that might
Yeah.
be coming in that could be helpful as well. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, I think now that we've all got, this last year and part of this year
Mhm.
under our belts, that we just got a little better handle on what we need to do
And this is like just like
moving forward.
a new
yeah.
business because you know
Absolutely,
it's
yeah.
you know you're usually in the red for 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
so it's always a touch and go. But yeah, they're doing a great job. So, you guys have any questions or any
No,
concerns?
I think Timmy's right though. I mean, what happened was it went through one clerk, then another clerk.
Yeah, and it was just a
yeah.
lot going on.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
And at least now, and thank you, Timmy, for working hard on it too, and trying to figure out the numbers, crunch them.
yeah,
You've done a lot of work.
yeah. It's been a challenge, but I think we're getting better for sure.
Yeah.
You bring a lot of consistency.
We try.
That's right. I really appreciate that. Okay. Is there anything else further? Any other questions? Do you have any other questions?
I think that's good.
Okay. Well, meeting adjourned.